felt like you're performing your life instead of actually living it? Here's the truth. Most of us are more filtered than we think, and it's slowly killing our joy. Today, we are going to talk about something that affects every single one of us, whether we realize it or not. How easy it is to lose yourself in a world that rewards fake smiles, polished personas, and highlight reels. This video will unmask the truth about why we hide, how it hurts us, and what it actually takes to live authentically, even when everything around you says, just blend in. Stick around. By the end of this video, you won't just know the why. You'll know exactly how to start living like your real self again. Let's start with this question. When was the last time you posted something online without second guessing it? No editing, no tweaking, just real raw you. Can't remember? That's not your fault. We've been conditioned to filter not just our photos, but our feelings, our opinions, our lives, and the worst part, we don't even know we're doing it. Think about it. From the time we were kids, we've been trained to read the room, adjust our tone, shrink our quirks, and put on a together face. Don't say that. It's too much. Be polite. Don't cry here. Don't rock the boat. So we learn to hide the messy parts. We learn to be performers. And social media, that just poured gasoline on the fire. We went from having masks we wear at work or with strangers to curating every single thing we share, down to the emojis. We edit our lives until they look acceptable, likable, shareable, even if they feel hollow. Let's be real. How often do you feel like you have to act fine when you're falling apart on the inside? How many times have you said yes when your soul was screaming no? How much of your life is lived for the approval of others rather than the alignment with yourself? It's exhausting and it's disorienting because after a while you start forgetting what the real you even sounds like. Here's the deeper issue. Living out of alignment messes with your mental health in ways you might not even realize. When you constantly feel the need to filter your truth, it creates a low-grade anxiety that hums in the background. You start doubting yourself. Do I actually want this, or am I just doing what I'm supposed to do? You overanalyze everything you say. You shrink around people who don't get you. You feel fake even when you're praised, because deep down you know they are applauding a version of you that's not real. And when you're constantly playing a role, you lose connection to your inner compass. That's how burnout creeps in. Not just the kind where you're tired from work, but emotional burnout. The kind that comes from betraying yourself day after day in small, silent ways. One study from the University of Houston showed that people who suppress their authentic emotions and try to fit in constantly are more likely to suffer from depression and low self-esteem. Another from the Journal of Social Psychology found that authentic self-expression is directly linked to higher life satisfaction and stronger relationships. Translation: faking it doesn't make you happier, it makes you lonely and tired. So what's the alternative? Living authentically doesn't mean oversharing or being brutally honest 24/7. It's not about rejecting every expectation or going full rebel mode. It's about alignment, where your outer life actually reflects your inner truth. So let's break this down with a real life example. I once worked with a client who had spent years building a perfect life: the house, the partner, the job, the smile. To the outside world, she was thriving, but inside, she felt invisible in her own life. She didn't even know what she liked anymore. She had spent so long molding herself into what her family, her partner, and her followers expected. It wasn't until she finally said out loud, "I'm tired of pretending," that she started to find herself again. And here's what that process looked like for her. Step one, she stopped filtering her truth. This didn't mean she told everyone off or posted long rants online. It started small. When someone asked her, "How are you?" she paused and told the truth. Even if it was just honestly a little overwhelmed today. Step two, she tuned into what she actually wanted, not what looked good, not what was expected. She started asking herself, "Does this feel true to me?" That one question changed everything, from the way she dressed to the way she communicated in her relationships. Step three, she learned to tolerate discomfort. Because here's the thing, people might not like the unfiltered you. You might lose some approval, some likes, maybe even some friends. But what you gain? Peace, clarity, integrity, that inner yes that says, "This is who I really am." Here's the truth no one tells you. You don't need to be more. You just need to be more you. Read that again. You don't need to be more. You just need to be more you. You've spent so long trying to improve yourself, fit in, earn your worth, that you forgot your worth was never up for debate in the first place. Your weird laugh, your strong opinions, your quiet sadness, your loud joy, it all belongs. You don't have to shrink, you don't have to censor, you don't even have to pretend. But here's the kicker. Living authentically takes courage. Not the flashy movie kind, the quiet, everyday kind. It's the courage to say no when it would be easier to just say yes and go along. It's the courage to speak up when your voice shakes. It's the courage to post something meaningful even if it doesn't get many likes. It's the courage to be okay with being misunderstood because you would rather be real than accepted for a version of you that isn't. Being authentic is risky, but so is being fake, and only one of those paths leads to a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good from the outside. What does it mean to unmask in a filtered world? It means coming home to yourself. It means being honest even when it's awkward. It means choosing depth over decor. It means giving yourself permission to be seen, not the polished version, but the whole messy, beautiful truth of who you are. When you drop the mask, you give others permission to do the same. That's how we start to heal, not just individually, but as a culture, as a community. So if you're tired of pretending, if you're craving something real, start small. One honest moment, one true no, one unfiltered share. Because the most magnetic, powerful, freeing thing you can ever be is yourself. Ready to keep building your radiant, authentic life? Then don't stop here. Hit play on the next video coming up right now to learn how to rebuild your confidence after years of playing small. If this video touched something in you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps to grow this beautiful community of women choosing healing, truth, and self-love. Now tell me, what's one mask you're ready to take off today? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Until next time, stay radiant and take care of your beautiful mind and body.